So guys, welcome to episode 5 of my FIFA 16 Chelsea crewmate series. Today is a special day because today we'll be having a double upload of this crewmate series. So later on today, we will be having episode 6 of the Chelsea crewmate series. So can you guys go ahead and show your support on today's double upload? Can we start it off with a like rating on this episode of this crewmate series, and then obviously later on today go ahead and support that one. So go ahead and leave a like rating right now. Can we hit over 100 likes for today's double upload? In the comment section down below, drop a comment down below that I can respond to, and make sure you also subscribe if you are new around here. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links will be down below in the description, and also in the description will be a full series playlist where you guys can catch up on the episodes that you may have missed. We're coming up against Leeds United in the first game of today's episode, or first game of episode 5 of the Chelsea crewmate series. So the first game of this episode, let's hope that we can get it off to the perfect start. And the last episode we didn't play too well, picking up a few losses, and and we didn't actually get off to the best start in our Champions League by actually losing to Sevilla. So in this game against Leeds United, it was actually a pretty even game. Leeds did come out and actually give us quite a bit of a test. Not really a test, but we couldn't put our chances into the back of the net. And Leeds here in the 72nd minute are going to put their chance into the back of the net. In the 72nd minute, Leeds United lead 1-0 against Chelsea. And could Leeds pull off an upset victory and eliminate us from the Capital One Cup? But in the 84th minute, we look to hit back. It's Lucas who is on the ball. The former PSG man plays at a Fabregas. He plays at John Obi Mikel with a backheel pass to find Willian, who is free on the right hand side, and Willian's going to put that one into the back of the net. It's 1-1 in the 85th minute. And in the 90th minute, we look to get on the attack to try and win ourselves this game. We don't want to go into extra time, obviously. Ball gets played through to Willian. Can he pick up his second goal? Still going the Brazilian. Willian, can he go all the way? It's a fantastic save there from the goalkeeper. It's actually a fingertip save there from the Leeds United goalkeeper. So after the 90 minutes, it is going to end 1-1. But we will be going into extra time and then possibly penalties. So we don't actually want to go to penalties because obviously there's a large risk that we could be eliminated from the Capital One Cup. In the 92nd minute, Fabregas had a great chance on goal, really a 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, but he did slip inside the area. Fabregas did slip. His shot didn't have the power that maybe he should have had if he didn't slip. So after the 90 minutes and after extra time, it is going to end Leeds United 1, Chelsea 1, and we will be going into penalty shootouts. So will we go through on penalties? Because for all you guys that have been following this series, in episode 2, when we did have the Community Shield final, we did actually defeat Arsenal on penalties. So we do have the momentum going to this penalty shootout. Can we do it again and win this game on penalties and go through to the next round in the Capital One Cup? Leeds United did put their first penalty into the back of the net, so did Falcao. Yeah, again, Leeds United, bottom corner, Fabregas with his penalty, he puts it into the back of the net. This time, Leeds United just put that one through as Begovic did go the right way. Ginta is going to miss his penalty, and resulting in that, Leeds have the lead. It's 4-2 now. Azpilicueta puts his penalty into the back of the net, but it comes down to this. We have missed one penalty. Will we be knocked out of the Capital One Cup? Yes, we have. That penalty actually came off the crossbar and it just cleared the line. You guys can see Leeds United are going through to the next round in the Capital One Cup. We've been eliminated from the Capital One Cup, and it's so disappointing to see that we've been eliminated from the Capital One Cup so early on. I think this was our second or third game in the Capital One Cup. I think if we won this game, we'll go into the round 16. But that is disappointing, and we're going to have to move on in today's episode, try and pick up a win here against Newcastle. And like I did say in the last episode, our results have gone downhill quite a bit, so we really do have to pick that up in today's episode, and obviously later on in episode 6 that will be uploaded later on today. So we come up against Newcastle United at St James's Park, and this is the perfect time to play Newcastle, to be honest. A perfect time to play a team like Newcastle. They're not the strongest side in the Premier League, and we haven't been playing too well, so coming up against them, this is a perfect time because hopefully we can build some confidence if we do pick up a win here at St James's Park. We got off to the perfect start into the Premier League season. We're sitting first and everything. Like I did say in the last episode, results have gone not our way as of late. But in the 14th minute, it's Baba who is on the ball. The left back is going to play it inside to Diego Costa as he plays it to Traore, who takes a shot. And on the left foot, Traore almost puts it into the goal to put ourselves 1-0 in the lead. That would have been a perfect start in this game, but his shot does go wide of the goal. Maybe should have put that one on target. In the 35th minute, from 30 yards out, it's Paul Pogba who does have the free kick, and Pogba with the free kick is actually going to hit the post from 30 yards out. What an insane free kick that would have been if it did go into the back of the net. In the 43rd minute, Newcastle United have their chance. The cross comes in to find Cisse. Cisse's shot actually hits the crossbar and rebounded. It's a good save there from Courtois. So Newcastle United, they had their own chance to put themselves 1-0 in the lead. It would be quite disappointing if we don't pick up all 3 points here. As Clint Tiote plays the ball through, Newcastle United do have the pace down the wing. They play the ball inside to Tiote again, and it's actually Baba who actually did deflect that one for a Newcastle corner, but nothing did come from it. And at full time, after the 90 minutes, it's going to end Newcastle United 0, Chelsea 0 in a 0-0 draw here at St. James's Park. We should have done a bit better to get 3 points, but hey, I will take 1 point from that game. Not the best result, but at least we're still getting a point. But we will have another game before we do end off today's first upload of the Chelsea Crewmate series. It will be a Champions League game, and this is the perfect time for us to hit back in the Champions League. We didn't get off to the best start in our Champions League group, as we did actually suffer a defeat to Sevilla. It was a 2-1 defeat at Stamford Bridge, so we do have to hit back. As Diego Costa, he's going to be out for 5 days. He did bruise his shoulder. Honestly, 5 days isn't long, and lucky Diego Costa isn't out for long. As we do another training session here with Traore. For all you guys that have been following this series, you guys know that Traore has been an insane player to start off this season. We're coming up against Sporting in the final game of episode 5 of the Chelsea Crewmate series. It's an away game, and like I did say, it is in the Champions League. Let's pick up our first Champions League win here against Sporting, the Portugal side, to end off episode 5 of the Chelsea Crewmate series. Also, we'll be having a squad report before we do end off the episode. This is a Sporting side. It's a pretty decent side, the Portuguese side. They're actually starting a 4-1-3-2 formation. It's quite of a ironic formation, to be honest. I don't really see them too much on FIFA, but let's take a look at my Chelsea lineup, who will be lining up for this game. As in goals, it will be Courtois, Ginta, John Terry, Cahill, Azpilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Willian, and Oscar in the midfield. It's Eden Hazard out on the left, Falcao as the striker, and Lucas will be starting on the right wing. Falcao will be starting this game because obviously Diego Costa is out for 5 days. But in the 15th minute, Willian is on the ball, and the Brazilian does well to skip around 2 defenders. Willian with the shot, and it's Patricio with the save. Willian already becoming a threat on goal in the early stages in this game, but resulting in that we do have a corner. It's Eden Hazard who's actually going to play that one out to Willian. Willian receives the ball again as he goes for a cross this time, trying to find a man inside. The ball falls to Falcao as he takes a shot. It comes off the crossbar from that Sporting do clear. So in this game against Sporting, we had loads of chances, but we found it quite difficult to put our chances into the back of the net. Oscar is on the ball here in the 35th minute. He plays the ball through to Falcao, and we've hit the crossbar. Now we've hit the post. That is 2 golden opportunities to at least put ourselves 1-0 in the lead. Crossbar, post, but in the 70th minute, Lucas is running down the wing. He gets taken down. We now have a cross from the right-hand side of the pitch, and it is a goal-scoring opportunity. Hopefully this time we can pick up a goal and put ourselves 1-0 in the lead against Sporting. So it's Eden Hazard with the free kick, goes for the cross to find a man inside as the ball falls to, I think it was Oscar inside there, as he took the shot and straight at the goalkeeper. In the 82nd minute, it's Falcao who's on the ball as he looks to play it through. Sporting win it back, and could they get a late goal to put themselves 1 in the lead and possibly win themselves this game? Just outside the area, they take the shot, and Courtois has to go low into that bottom corner and make sure that that one does not go for a goal for Sporting, as the game is going to end in a 0-0 draw. And like I did say, since the last episode, we have been receiving these sort of disappointing results. A 0-0 draw, I will take that in the Champions League. We should have at least beaten Newcastle United in the Premier League. Make sure you don't miss out on today's later upload. Like I did say, we'll be having a squad report before we do end off today's episode. So let's take a look at the squad report, see how the players are developing so far this season. Some players haven't actually gone up by a couple of overalls. Maybe in the next month, we hopefully will see growth from my young players. So really everyone stayed the same, and something that surprised me was Falcao has gone up by 2 to an 84 overall. Willian is the same at an 83. And as we take a look at the squad report, Traore's gone up by 1, Ginter's gone up by 1, but we'll be taking a look at so many players who are out on loan. I didn't know this until I did take a look at the squad report, take a look at how many players are on loan who obviously are out on loan, who aren't in the club. The likes of Cuadrado, obviously an awesome player, Piazon, Ake, also on loan, and there's so many players on loan like I did say. And also the man just at the bottom of the list is going to be Kennedy. Obviously he's gone out on loan to West Brom at Shelburne. But that is how we're going to end off today's episode. I have a international management offer from Germany, and I've decided not to go with international management offers, not to accept one, because I do have a series in the works. Like I did say, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all so much for support on the channel, and I'll see you all later on today for another episode of the Chelsea Career Mode.